Today, I want to take you on a journey into your magnificent mind. And I'm going to walk you through every area of your mind that impacts your physical reality. So, we have our physical existence. We're going to start out in physical reality. In physical reality, we feed information into the mind, and we do this through sight, smell, taste, touch, and hearing. We feed that knowledge into the mind. Those are the tools that we have in the physical world. When we go into the realm of the mind, we have some tools in there too. It's perception, reasoning, memory, imagination, will, and intuition. So every time we go into the mind, those are the tools that we're going to use to navigate through the mind. So our physical existence feeds information into the mind, but the mind has access to source information, to a greater knowledge that's out there. And the more organized and structured we create our mind, and the more free we open up space in our mind, then we have access to that higher knowledge that exists out there. So now, as we go into perception, we go into reasoning, and we try to understand, well, why do I perceive the world the way that I do? Why do I reason the way that I do? These results that we get that are built into our perception and reasoning comes from the way we've observed the universe, the way that we've observed the world that we've interacted with. So through observation, we fed information and knowledge into our perception and our reasoning. Now, we shift over to memory and imagination. Through the experiences that we've experienced, we know what's trapped in our memory as a result of our experiences. So if we have negative experiences in life, those are all trapped in our memory. And because our desire is to for fight or flight, to like protect us, for survival mode, our desire is our natural desire. Unless we change this, our natural desire lives in fear and worry and doubt, and this sort of like reactive space. We have to be the change makers in memory. We have to release the memories of the past, forgive and release the situations that have happened to us, because it's never truly the way it happened. It's the way that we reacted to the way that it happened that really impacts our life. Now, our reaction can de-escalate an emotional trauma, or can emphasize emotional trauma and take the emotional trauma to the next level rather than reducing our stress levels in the mind. So, how do we do this? We spend the majority of our days focused on imagination rather than memories of the past that are keeping us entrapped. So if we can build a vision of the life we want to live, the things we want to experience, the magical life that we want to be immersed in, if we can build that in imagination, now we're living in this bigger vision for our lives. And imagination, yeah, you can get a little bit lost in imagination, but it's not a bad place to be lost in, especially if you're imagining the things you want to experience, the good outcome, the results that you want. You continue to imagine and get yourself emotionally invested in that, and you create that experience in your imagination before the experience actually becomes a part of your reality. So becomes manifest. I don't like the word manifest, but becomes manifest into your reality. You can use your memories from the past to ignite some imagination. Like maybe you might have a memory of taking a vacation and how pleasurable that was, and you may want to use imagination to create more vacations in your life. Or maybe you have a memory of, feeling loved and feeling in love, and just that beautiful vibration of what love feels like. And you want to create that into your future. You want to imagine that into your future existence. You just imagine yourself immersed in a loving, nurturing relationship. So maybe it's great vacations, maybe it's loving relationships, maybe it's family, maybe it's friends, whatever it is, maybe it's your business being successful. Maybe it's something bigger, more worthy. Maybe it's a certain lifestyle you want to live. Maybe it's a new person you want to become in this process, a new career path for you. You get yourself involved in imagination, and you just move yourself through imagination into that grander vision for your life, that bigger vision for your life. and not keep yourself stuck in memories of the past because those are pulling you backwards. It really works to pull you backwards. And imagination, memory and imagination both are rooted in experience. So as you're imagining it, I want you to experience the imagination, feel it, experience it, romance with it, like be in love with it, and just be immersed in this beautiful imagination for your life. This is where a meditative practice can help guide you. If you go into your meditation, just say, I'm going to be immersed in this magnificent vision for my life that I want to see unfold. Then you're detaching the programs, which your mind would naturally do to look at the past trauma. Instead, you're visualizing the future that you want to experience. And you stay in that beautiful space. You get your body in alignment with it because we're feeling beings. So it's not just good enough to imagine it. We got to feel it. We got to feel what the sensation feels like within our body, within our minds, within ourselves. We have to feel the love, the sand beneath our toes as we're walking along the beach. We have to feel the experience, and we do that through imagination. And the other part of our mind is will and intuition, and will and intuition comes in when you start to imagine and you start to build a goal for yourself, and you start with determination. Will means taking action. It means willing to do whatever it takes to get you to that destination, and it's a relentless pursuit of goal. So as you are developing these habitual behaviors, you want to make sure that you're diligently applying discipline. And discipline can sometimes feel like a negative word to hear. I think like discipline can seem a little bit harsh, but like it's really continuously pursuing the goal and being creative about your approach and trying different approaches until you found the approach that will be successful. Discipline and will really means a great ability to accept rejection, because that's just something that you're going to need to experience throughout life. You can't fear rejection because that will keep you from ever achieving that goal. You have to relentlessly pursue something and be happy about it, and be grateful about it, and continuous with your willpower. With your willpower, just this diligence and fortitude in which takes you to that desired outcome. Other key areas of your mind is your intellect. So your intellect has this ability to choose, and you can choose how relentless you're going to be, or you could choose to give up. These are choices that we make along the way. So think about the intellect as though it manages all of the mental faculties: your perception, your reasoning, your memory, your imagination, your will, your intuition. You got the intellect, and the intellect chooses how it's going to navigate these mental faculties. So imagine choosing to change your perception about the world. Imagine choosing to change the way that you reason with someone or something. Like, what is your reasoning behind it? If you can change if you can intellectually choose to change it, you will be able to be flexible and adaptable to any type of circumstances that come your way, because you will already have a mindset that knows that you have the capacity to choose. A lot of times we feel pressured, like somebody's pressuring us to do something, or we feel pressured in a situation. No, the choice is yours. You have that choice, and you can say yes or you can say no. And sometimes when you say no, you feel really liberated and very free in the moment, because you didn't do something to please someone else. You did something to please you and honor you in the process. And the better we get about honoring ourselves, the more in alignment we will be with our life purpose, because we're honoring our will. We're honoring our path. We're honoring us. So it's important to say no sometimes, and you shouldn't feel guilty over it. You can choose not to feel guilty as well. Like guilt is a choice. Sometimes we choose to feel guilty. I recently had someone say in a situation, "Oh, that person makes me feel guilty." No one has the ability to make you feel a certain kind of way. Feeling belongs to you. Your feelings is the result of how you choose to feel. And this is guidance from your intellect. Like your intellect can choose. Now, if you should feel guilty about something, that's for you to understand what is the root cause of the guilt. And what do I need to change within myself so that I don't experience that feeling of guilt? And understanding, recognizing, and understanding that about ourselves will allow us to navigate this world a lot easier and a lot faster. Because once you're able to understand what your feelings are stemming from, you know how to control your feelings, how to reshape yourself during trauma, during difficult times. You may see difficult times about to be unfold in your life, and it takes time for you to say, how am I going to feel about this? And think about the feeling aspect of it. I've gotten really deep into feelings because I realize how much of feeling beings we are. We want to feel happy. We want to feel fulfilled. We want to feel inspired. We want to feel, we want to feel, we want to feel, we want to feel. So let's go into the realm of wants. What does our wants come from? Our wants actually comes from our ego. Our ego is the identity we want to be identified with. So think of ego as identity. It has three key characteristics. I want, I know, like the I know it all part of ourselves, and and I am. So if I want to reshape that egoic identity, I need to carefully craft and choose what is the I am I want to be represented by. What is the I want that I really do want and desire out of life, because I need to shape that ego to drive me in that direction. I need to shape the ego to take me to a desired destination. And it's the identity that I need to present to the world. So the ego, you'll never be able to get rid of the ego. The ego is part of your identity. But how do you frame it? How do you present it? How do you present it to others? How do you present it to the world? This is going to be the intellect really assessing, where does your ego currently stand and what adjustments need to be made in order to present this 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 realm of information into the world, so that you are walking in your purpose and your ego is not fighting against you walking in that purpose. Because that's the biggest challenge. The ego will fight against you walking in your purpose. Don't let that happen. The other two parts of the mind that I want to share is inspiration and aspiration. You see, we're inspiring beings. We are inspired to take action in our life. And it's our responsibility, as some sort of inspiration hits us, that we take the inspiration and we turn it into an aspiration. And as we get really good about making that transition from inspiration over into aspiration, we create goals and we start using our will to work towards that goal, that's when your life becomes beautifully fulfilled. It doesn't matter what happens to you in life, you have this desired outcome that you are relentlessly pursuing. And there may be moments that you may experience burnout. And you know, when you do, take it. Take the time you need to rest. Take the time you need to point yourself in a different direction. You see, will also has, I guess there's a double-edged sword associated with will, because we may relentlessly pursue something until the point of burnout. And I just want to share this with you because I don't want you to burn out either. I want you to, if you've hit a brick wall with an idea, it's okay. Try a different idea. If you've hit a brick wall with an idea, it's okay. Try a different idea. And just know that it's going to be a matter of trial and error. And when you look to make an analysis as to what worked, what didn't work, and what you have not tried yet, now you're going to be able to say, okay, this is where I'm sitting. This idea works. I'm going to work towards this idea. This idea does not work. Okay, I will not try that again. I will try something a little bit different. I'll tweak the idea. What can I do differently? And then the final piece is going to be, what have I not tried yet? What do I need to try? What have I not learned yet? What do I need to learn? What do I need to try? How do I do this differently to get me to that goal? But a relentless pursuit of goal will make you feel very fulfilled and very satisfied, especially when that goal starts to become manifest in your life. And you know that you built that goal using your imagination, using your inspiration, and taking you to your willpower, and getting you to take action and move to that desired outcome. It's a beautiful and rewarding feeling every time you're moving in that path and in that direction. And it does take some diligence. It does take a lot of perseverance, and it does take some fortitude for you to be in that space and work towards it. I hope you found this information useful. Peace and blessings, my friends. Peace and blessings.
Are you tired of feeling stuck, unable to reach your personal goals? Imagine unlocking the powerful duality of your mind to propel yourself towards success. With our mental duality guide, you can finally achieve the personal development you've always desired. This guide is not just another self-help book. It's a transformative resource designed to help you harness the hidden powers of your mind, guiding you through the building blocks to create a structured approach to goal setting and achievement. What's in it for you? Clarify your goals. Learn how to define what you truly want in life. Overcome mental blocks. Identify and dismantle the barriers holding you back. Boost your confidence. Develop a stronger belief in your ability to succeed. Achieve consistent progress. Implement strategies that keep you moving forward even when challenges arise. But how do I know this is real? Countless individuals have transformed their lives using our techniques. One user, after applying the principles from the guide, reported a 91% increase in productivity and a newfound clarity in their life direction. Here's the story. Like many, they struggled with conflicting thoughts and feelings about their goals. After engaging with our guide, they learned to balance their rational thinking with emotional insight, leading to breakthroughs they never thought possible. And what are the guarantees? We stand by our guide with a 100% satisfaction guarantee. If you don't see progress within 30 days, we'll refund your purchase. No questions asked. Why now? The longer you wait, the longer your dreams remain out of reach. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Take action today and start your journey toward personal growth and achievement. What do you have to lose? Nothing but your limitations. Join the ranks of those who have discovered their potential through our mental duality guide. Act now and unlock the door to your future.